After the last Epic PLC, I received several emails from teachers wanting to know how I use Study Island. I am working on a Mac computer, but this should be the same as what a PC should look like. But once you log in, you should come to this page. What I do is I go straight to Class Manager. You see here a list of classes. I am a part-time teacher. There are 9 classes here. That is quite a few for a teacher that only has 10 or 11. But I do it this way so then I can see exactly what my students are doing, how they are doing, and what subject area. I have several students in several different classes. It does not confuse them. It does not conflict with the other assignments they have in here, but this is just the best way I have found to view on whether they are on target and what exactly they need extra help with. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I add a class. Now, I have Algebra 2 class down here, Algebra 1 class, I have a U.S. History class. These are all associated with EOIs that my students are taking. So I have a student that is both in Algebra 2 and a U.S. History class. When they log in, they'll see that they are in 2 classes in Study Island and they are required to go into both to take assignments. I'm going to, just for fun, make a geometry class. So I go to add new class, and then I usually put my name in there, Miss Beck's geometry class. And then you go in and assign your students. So let's pretend like my student Kaylin Kelly is taking a geometry EOI. So I go down to her name. Find it right there, checker, and then go down and press save. You may have several kids in there, but I'm just going to use one just to show you how, but you can add as many students as you would like. Then after that, I go to class page and assignments. Now I will want to add assignment, class assignment. This is one reason why I like to have it all divided up into standard, is that way I can just assign one assignment. It goes to everyone in the class without having to eliminate students and accidentally adding them an assignment that they don't need. So I'll go to add assignments. You can create your own writing assignments and you can also upload your own tests, but if you want to use Study Island's tests, then just keep it on this practice and instruction assignment. Press create the assignment, title the assignment, and title it EOI Geometry Practice. Make sure that the assign date is the date you want them to start, and then the due date is the date that you want them to finish. So on an EOI geometry practice, I'm going to go ahead and make the due date June. That way, if it's at the end of June, I know no matter what, the assignment will not be deactivated. Go to assignment options, select program. Now here is all of the assignments and tests that Study Island has created. These are all under Oklahoma programs. Down here you have your U.S. programs. Under Oklahoma programs, anything that has OCCT or EOI is on the current past objectives besides history, but that will also be listed for you. So I'm going to go into geometry, and then it's going to give me all of these options. You have the option of giving them everything, which you just press topic, or if you want to go in by standard and give them a little at a time, you can do that also. What I usually do is I just assign everything, and they are to do everything before the EOI test is given. Then I go to Save Next Students, and as you see, my check mark is already by the geometry class, and it tells me I have one student that is selected. And I press Save and Exit. Now here is where you can monitor what they're doing. This will deactivate the assignment if you decide, okay, this is not an assignment I want to get yet. The little bars will let you look at where they're at. That's the details, let you to edit, and then also let you delete the assignment. So since I do not have a student currently taking geometry, let me go ahead and delete it. Okay. Now, just to kind of show you a little bit of a class that I already have taken, I'll go back into my class manager. I'm going to show you the U.S. history class. Now, this is my U.S. history mastery test. That's what I named it. I go into view results. And these are the two students that I have currently taking it. I can go through and look at what all they have taken and what they still have not practiced with. And then down here I have their score. Now if I want to click onto one of the students, I can go into Brooks. I go in here and I can see all the scores percentage wise. Here I have a P for pass, A is advanced, U is unsatisfactory, L is limited knowledge, and then at the very bottom, all in bold, it will tell me right now if he was to take the EOI according to Study Island standards, if he would pass. He is at a P. But I can also go in here and I will find that World War I is something that he got unsatisfactory on. I can view his session. I can see how long he took on that session, and then I can also see skill, which will give me the pass objective covered. And I can also go in and possibly pull something from another assignment from a different curriculum and maybe give him an extra assignment on. That's one reason why I like to do my classes this way, is that instead of just pulling him up and seeing his reading skills, his math skills, his history skills, this is just history, and I'm just focused on what he has passed and what he has not passed. Also will let you compare with others. Also let you remove certain checks if you would like. And that is a separate window, so you can just exit out of that. Now up here, this is I found out that this is a very important part of what your kids will see when they log in. I do have the class page activated, so that means when they log in, they will automatically see this class. It is a default for students because I don't want them going into what I'm not assigning them in, and I have blocked other material again so they can't go in and practice on something just in case they're surfing around, not in something that has been assigned to them. If this is left at a no, then they can basically take anything in Study Island they want. On my students, at least with my experience, they're not going in there to try and find work to do. They're going in there to maybe play or to find other things to do besides possibly math. And this will just allow them to go into what I've assigned them and not anything else that could possibly just be wasting time. Again, go back into Class Manager, go into my Algebra 2 class, which is not near as completed as my U.S. History. But I can go into View Results, and again, you're going to see the same student, Kaylin, that was in my History class. And these are all the assignments that she's taken so far. I did cut Algebra 2 down to just the first half, just so it wasn't as overwhelming. But her score is significantly lower, and I can tell what she's done. And if I toggle into there, you'll see that she only has half of the assignments assigned to her. The ones that are off-white I have not given to her yet, and right now she is not doing as well. But I can go in here at least and see which standards they are that are giving her the most problem, and what I found with Study Island on these certain standards that are giving her more problems, I can assign her extra help in Think Through Math. So that's what she's currently doing right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and log out. Okay, now I have logged out and I've logged in as one of my students just to see what they see on the other end. This is Brooke Pierce. He's in a few classes in City Island. So what he is going to do is when he logs in, he can upload his own picture. There's usually a little article here and a famous quote. But if he goes into My Classes, he can select a class. And he's in ACE, Math and Reading. He's also in U.S. History, and he's also in a pre-algebra. So if he picks U.S. History, then here are the assignments. And he can see what he's done. He picks pre-algebra. That one looks like it's expired. That one's expired. So right now he really only has U.S. History class still to do. So that's what he can do. So if you have several classes created, then it's not going to conflict. It's not going to be more confusing. If anything, I think it's less confusing because they know exactly if you've created classes that are just specific to a subject instead of just creating Miss Beck's class, then they may have a ton of different assignments and they don't know exactly what's math, what's history, what's English. So this at least will let him see what exactly it is he's doing. When he clicks on history class, he knows he'll only be doing history assignments. If he picks on math, he knows he's only doing a math class. So it does look like it is a little bit more time consuming, but it is a lot easier in my experience to be able to see where your students are, how they are doing, and not be confused by accidentally reading a reading score for a math score or vice versa. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email is anne.beck@epiccharterschools.org, and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you.